Yo, it's Effective Immediately. I'm DJ Head.
What up, Hip Hop Nation? It's your favorite homegirl, Gina Views.
Welcome to another week of Effective Immediately. We appreciate everybody, including you, chat. We know that you are here for the live premieres of the episode, and we wholeheartedly appreciate that. While you are here, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that like button to help with the algorithm, because we have to compete against a lot of the noise out here in these internet streets. Also, we are really, really close to 30K. So if you could share as well, tell a friend to tell a friend. We need to get our numbers up according to most people on the internet. So we would love for you to help us in doing that. Gina Views, has anything transpired this week for you that was interesting for our listeners? Nothing? Nothing interesting this week? She said, on the radio is crazy.
No. I had an auntie day.
Yes, you did.
With my niece. I brought her to work.
You brought your niece to work, and she was talkative.
Mm-hmm.
She had a lot to say.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
I can see that.
But that's when I had decided that I might just be a better TT than a mommy.
Facts.
And I should probably don't do too much though. Like,
I'm saying I agree with you. I think I'm a better.
But I feel like you retweeted and hearted it.
That's too much?
Yeah.
So you got to retweet or heart?
Yeah, don't do both out here.
Why?
It was giving retweet, heart, and bookmark. Don't throw all that sauce on it like that. You better fucking relax. Anything interesting happen to you?
Yeah, you brought your niece to work. And I got into it with a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That was not on my bingo card for 2025.
She got a lot of personality.
Yeah, she's a doll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love her. Shout out to my girl.
Big personality.
Yeah.
I think also something that interesting is I got almost 8 hours of sleep for the first time
Congratulations.
in a long time. And I felt great. And it was one of them things where I was like, yo, this is fire. You know what I'm saying?
What did your day consist of?
So this is what's interesting. I talked to a scientist by the name of Malcolm Jones. He works at USC. Mm-hmm. And he told me that my life was bullshit. And I was like, in a scientific way. And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking with this. Like, I appreciate it. Now I know how artists be feeling when they call me to the studio and they ask me what I think. Mm-hmm. So how we got to that was, I was like, yo, in a science way, can you explain to me why I don't sleep well? And he was like, oh, well, I need to know your medical history. I was like, ask me whatever. I'll show you. I pull up my medical records. I got it in the app. So I'll tell him everything. I got blood work, all that. I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes like 2 years ago. I'm not diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic, which means warning, nigga, right? So they're like,
I'm over here trying to keep it straight. This bitch gonna laugh.
That's what that mean. I mean, like, hey, nigga, stop eating cookies. You know what I'm saying?
So let me get that cookie then.
No.
I'm trying to look out for you, for real.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing.
I want you to stay healthy. I want you to get all your sleep. And if the doctor said you pre-diabetic, then you need to give me that, what's the name of it? Smile. Milk.
Okay. So look, let me do this for you. You want it?
Why the fuck would I want it now?
Exactly.
I wanted it before you did. I wanted the pre-licked cookie.
So he tells me, he's like, yeah, you might have a glucose thing that causes inflammation and spikes your blood sugar before you go to bed type shit. So I'm like, all right. So the other night, I'm like, yo, my mom made cinnamon rolls. She's like, come get the cinnamon roll. I was going to have it because I like sweets, clearly. I was like, I remember what Dr. Malcolm told me, so I didn't do it. I just drank hella water and I laid down. And when I tell you I got the best fucking sleep, so I think that I got to stop eating sugar like 3-4 hours before bed. And I think that's what's going to make me sleep better.
What's hard about cutting out sugar the way you cut out meat?
Because sugar is good. Sugar is amazing. Sugar is that. What do y'all say? That girl? Is that how y'all say it?
No.
Oh. All right. Well, I like sugar, but yeah, that's what's interesting. Is I got great sleep, and I'm really proud of myself.
You have an addiction
to sugar? Absolutely. Don't you?
No.
Bro, you used to eat pints of ice cream.
Because I had an addiction to ice cream.
What's in the ice cream?
A lot of things.
Sugar.
Yeah, but you eat all type of shit.
Okay.
And I stopped eating ice cream.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that shit don't.
My whole freezer door used to be look like a Haagen-Dazs shelf.
Let me get all of these right here.
Yeah, I did. Get all of them.
Nah, yeah, but that was the most interesting thing.
Okay. So you were arguing with a 5-year-old.
Yes.
Why were you arguing with AI?
I wasn't necessarily arguing with AI. I got on Elon Musk's internet, and I added him, and I added his bot, Grok. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, why y'all don't have a block feature for the morons? Basically, is what I said in layman's terms, but I said it in technical terms. Mm-hmm. And Grok responded to me and was basically like, oh, well, we can't kind of do that. Like, it's supposed to be an open forum for everybody to communicate. And I'm like, yeah, but Meta does it in a way where you can block if you block somebody on Instagram, you have the opportunity to block all their accounts that's linked to them. Mm-hmm. X don't work like that. You can't block everybody's account because I got a lot of trolls and bots and all that kind of stuff. So so we were going back and forth, and I was explaining to Grok how to do it, and Grok just literally turned my TV off.
You was explaining to AI how to do something.
Yes.
Why were you explaining to Grok how to do it?
Because Grok said...
Why didn't you file a complaint with X?
I didn't think of that, Gina Views.
I know. That's why I asked why you didn't do it.
That's because I didn't think of that in the moment. I sent a tweet.
Why don't you have to report these users?
You know how many users I have to report? Like, you've been on my timeline before.
Okay. So how many accounts do you got to block?
Oh, I got hella blocked accounts.
Same thing.
No, because when you report them, you got to tell them why.
So you want to just be able to block a page and then block every account they make?
Correct.
How do you know all these accounts are tied together?
I don't, but I'm just saying I know that Meta gives you the option. Would you like to block everybody associated with this account? Yes. Mm-hmm. Boom.
I think you should just write a report about the users.
Okay.
That are violating community guidelines.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because arguing with AI that might be one of the craziest things you've ever told me you've done.
I wasn't arguing with AI.
You was telling AI how to do X job.
Yes. Because I had a more efficient way to do it. And Grok was fighting back on it. And I'm pushing back. Like,
is Grok an employee of X?
Grok is X.
It's not just an extension?
It is an extension, but it's built into the fabric of the code.
So Grok makes changes for X?
No. Grok, it lives inside of X. It's like a squatter.
But it doesn't make any changes?
No. But Grok was Grok was a squatter acting like he was the owner.
Or was Grok giving you a response to what you were saying to him?
Touche.
What you did was complain to the cashier in front of Target about what's on the shelf.
I can see the reference. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see the reference.
And then, you know what's even more fucked up about all that?
What?
You didn't change shit.
Well, now, I mean, if Elon happens to go and see what I said, then...
You know where he gonna see it at?
What?
On the form.
What you mean?
When you fill out an X form and complain to them about the way
he responded. He look at tweets. He don't look at the forms.
You know everything, huh?
That's an assumption.
So can't tell you shit.
No, I'm just saying. I did get his book, and I finished his book. So I have an idea how he moves.
But you don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure.
You assuming as well.
I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You also farting in elevators.
I didn't fart in the elevator. Y'all wasn't even in the elevator.
You might as well.
Y'all was about to get on the elevator and I farted.
How was that better than the other option?
Because there's more space for the gas to dissipate. In the elevator, more small.
But why are you dictating the space that we smell?
I wasn't dictating it. I
just changed the volume.
I opened the door. I let the gas go. And then that was it.
Chat. Being our lovely producer, Nay, we just minding our business. We ready to go home. It's been a long, loud day. So, Nay ready to dip. I'm like, Nay, we can't leave Head. Like, let's just wait for Head. He over there lollygagging. He see us. He walk over there. He open the door, put his ass in the door, and fart.
I didn't toot my ass up like that. That was a toot. I didn't do that.
Show us how you did it then.
No, because he's going to look crazy on the internet. That was a toot.
How was it going to look if you do it?
That was a whole Partisan Fontaine record that you just did right there.
Toot that ass up.
I did not do that.
Yeah, I like it like that.
I did not.
Toot that ass up.
I did not do that.
What you do though?
I stood in the doorway with my rear facing y'all.
Mm. You know what it sound like to me?
What?
Toot that ass.
No,
up.
I didn't
like
do
it
that.
like that.
Anyway.
Don't do that again. That's your second time farting.
When other time I farted?
When we was sitting in the car and you gonna fart and then it blew in the car.
That's my second time that you know about. I fart all the time.
You need to go talk to the scientists about your gut.
It's because I eat bad sometimes. It's the garlic butter in real life.
So you cut out meat just to still eat bad and fart everywhere?
I eat less bad.
It's like I smoke less weed.
Well, weed not necessarily detrimental like that.
To who?
We not. Yeah, I know, right? Because you. Anyway. Shout out to our dude AZ Chike. AZ Chike was out at the Dodger Stadium for, I think it was a Juneteenth charity game, and during Juneteenth they had, I think Game was out there, Chike, D Smoke. It was a bunch of people out there, and our producer Nay was mad that we wasn't out there. She was hot. Like, we should have been out there. So I told you. Anyway, so when they were making the announcements of the names,
Omarion
was out there. When they were doing the announcements, I don't know what that lady said when she got to Chike's name, but she said AZ something. Or she said, I forgot what the fuck she said. What'd she say? Chike DK? What'd she say?
She said AZ Chike Like.
Chike.
What's so funny about the video is I knew he was waiting for her to fuck his name up. It looked like he was waiting for her to fuck his name up. Mm-hmm. And then she fucked it up. What make the video even funnier is that he started laughing.
And he was like, I don't know.
Because he's so used to it at this point. But it's crazy timing with the Joey Badass thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, what's the worst pronunciation you've heard of your name?
It got to be ass cheek.
Ass cheek?
It has to be ass cheek.
Okay, but at least Joey didn't add no extra letters. She said Chike Like. Where is that at? I want to know.
4, 5. It's 5 letters.
She added syllables.
Chike Like.
She started adding shit.
Chike Like. You pull a 4 out of 1, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not even that many consonants and vowels to fuck up like that. It's no apostrophes. It ain't nothing. She said Chike Like.
Yeah, I feel bad for Chike sometimes.
That was funny though.
But also he was a good sport about it.
He's always like that.
Yeah. I was gonna hit him one day and say I was gonna hit him and text him Chike Like, but I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone.
You gotta say it with he plays though.
I know.
Chike plays, so he's not gonna be like, oh, it's too much. She's gonna laugh.
No, he gonna laugh, but I'm like, I don't necessarily know how much he can take as far as jokes. So I don't know I've never joked with him like that before about his name.
Yeah.
Cause I was gonna hit him like with a Joey Badass line one day. Cause I was in a playful mood. I was gonna text him like, now I gotta worry about a nigga named Ass Cheek, you know. And just see what he said, you know. He's
also catching slack right now for the leaking of the clips.
Bruh.
Kendrick Lamar.
All in 1 week.
Featured.
He having a hell of a week, ain't he?
He having a hell of a week. But I talked to some people. I asked some questions around, and I was actually told that he didn't, and I have not talked to Chike. I talked to people on the other side. Mm-hmm. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, Chike didn't do nothing wrong.
He didn't. It wasn't a leak.
No.
It's actually happening the way it's supposed to happen.
Correct.
Chike is not the only one who was recording. There's multiple people recording, and if people was paying attention, Pharrell walking up on the camera, talking to him.
Yeah.
Chike looked like he front row, so I'm sure they can all see his phone.
Right.
Now I know at prior listening sessions, like the one Lauren went to, Lauren LaRosa at Breakfast Club, she said they took their phones or told them not to bring their phones out. Yeah. Like during the whole thing. So that was more so a private one. This one.
Well, they also was playing them the whole album type shit.
Same thing though.
Yeah.
Because he listened to the whole album too. That was a listening
Got
session.
you.
So now it's like they do the one that they do in Paris. You know, it's getting more closer to the release. We can have some free little have your phones out, record,
Yeah, I saw
whatever.
they was whooping him. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Chike leaked the Kendrick verse. Chike
Mhm.
leaked the Kendrick. I'm like, what, bro? Like, no, that's not what. I mean, cool. If that's what people want to run with and blame him for that, I mean, that's a hell of a week.
Nah, that's not a leak. And I think Chike's engagement is skyrocketing. I think he's in the algorithm a lot, and he don't even really got to do too much.
No,
And that's hard
it's super hard.
because it's not nothing like negative attached to him.
Yeah, ain't no clickbait, ain't no
Yeah.
salacious stuff around it.
Mm-hmm.
I did see a lot of people saying that. Not a lot of people. I did see certain people saying like, we wanted to wait to get to be surprised.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We've been waiting on this verse for a year,
Yeah,
like
a long time.
half a year.
We didn't want to be surprised. I want to hear some shit as soon as I find out it's made. Send it to me.
Right.
I don't want to wait for the album. Especially from somebody like that, like a top tier nigga. No, I want to hear the leak. Drop that motherfucker.
Send that shit to the group chat.
Yeah.
If we, like, let's say we get the leaks, quote unquote, the leaks, right? And then we hear the final version and it's different, that's when I start to get irritated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've heard stuff in the past where the push-ups record, for instance, like when that came out, that wasn't the final version that actually came out. Like when we heard people leaking the record, like the leak was different than the actual release of the record. So to me, that's when I get irritated. It's like, well, where's the version?
Well, that I don't care too much about because I'm used to, like I was talking about LimeWire days, getting multiple versions of a song.
Yeah.
So one popular song that like the R&B girlies know is Nivea McDonald's Parking Lot. The version that's out now and the version that was out back during like the CDs is different. Like the words are switched and everything. But if you was doing downloads and stuff, you got different versions of songs.
Yeah.
You got unreleased verses. You got different remixes and stuff like that. You got the album version and then you got the regular, just the raw one that everybody just passing around through email. You know, so that type of stuff don't really bother me. I actually like getting different versions because it's a variety and I could pick which one that I really fuck with. What I don't like is when I get invited to studio sessions to hear niggas' albums and then when it come out, it's different than what the fuck I've been telling Twitter.
It's a whole nother album.
Yeah. It's a whole nother album.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I don't like.
I can see that. What's the most deceiving versions that you remember, that you could remember? Like the one that you heard versus the one that came out. Like what's the most deceiving one?
Albums or versions of songs?
Album and song.
I don't know if when I get you to the crib, girl, we gonna you gonna think I invented sex.
Trey Songz invented.
There's
I invented
a Drake
sex.
version and a Fabulous version.
There's two versions.
And I don't know. Wait, is it that one that they both have? I think it's a Fabulous version. But anyway, there's multiple versions of Invented Sex. And I forget what the final one was, but I don't think that it, because Drake's not in that video, right?
I don't remember the
in
video.
an Invented Sex video?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say for me, it was remember when The Dream had that song with
Not Invented Sex. Unusual.
Oh, Unusual.
It's a Drake and Trey Songz song. But just stuff like that. Like stuff that we like downloaded and whatever in the past, and then it's like you get these crazy ass, hard ass rap verses, and then when it come out, it's something different. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It was Jeezy and The Dream. I think
song?
Jeezy cut two versions of that song. I Love Your Girl. I remember playing two different versions of the song. I Love Your Girl. Remember the Dream?
Jeezy is on the remix?
Yes. It goes Hillary
heard that.
Clinton, Barack Obama. And it was one version where I heard him diss DJ Drama when they was having a back and forth. And then there was one version where it was kind of like edited out.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember that.
I didn't know that.
And I was irritated because I was like, where's the one where he said fuck and fuck DJ Drama or something like that he said.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't know that.
Also, there was another version of Bedrock. You remember Young Money did the Bedrock song?
Yeah.
I think there was two versions of that
What's the different version?
with Trey Songz on it.
Trey Songz on Bedrock?
Who was it? Oh, Marion. No.
Oh, Lloyd is on Bedrock.
Yeah, there was a version with Trey Songz on it, I think. Hold
Okay.
on.
That might be a LimeWire exclusive.
Hold on. Bedrock, Young Money, Trey. I think there was a. Oh, it might have been Omarion.
Well, Omarion was signed to Cash Money.
Yeah, I think it was Omarion then.
Or is that Lloyd that was signed to Cash Money?
Nah,
Omarion? Lloyd?
Lloyd was with them. There's two versions of it. I know that for a fact.
Bedrock.
Of Bedrock for sure. I have them both in my Serato. I just don't remember who was on what.
I know one that people probably done slept on. Hypothetically by Life Jennings. There's a Fantasia version.
I don't remember that.
And then I think the one that came out is Fantasia. That's not the album one.
It didn't come out on the album.
That's not on the album. It's a whole nother girl on there.
Another one is Juvenile, Back That Ass Up. The album version don't have him talking on the beginning. Cash Money taking over for the 9-9.
Really?
No. They added that after the fact. That's on the single version. The album, if you listen to 400 Degrees, Juvenile not talking in the beginning. Cash Money because I used to always wait for that part. Cash Money taking over for the 9-9 and 2000. They added that shit later.
Yeah. You know what? While we talking about which version is better, I don't know why Lil Wayne did Banned from New Orleans when he already did Banned for TV on No Ceilings and fucking smoked it. And Nicki just dropped another version of it, and she's rapping. She done already rapped on that shit too.
Yeah.
And smoked it. I don't know why they came back and touched that beat again.
Banned from NO?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They already killed Banned for TV. Both of them. Fit It Down and I'm Ready to Play. When your album gonna drop, niggas never can say, what the fuck I look like giving birds they props. Niggas acting like they high, but I heard they not. We didn't need y'all to do nothing else on there.
Yeah. I feel you. That's interesting. I don't know. Let us know what you think. What's the version? What's the most deceiving version, or what's different versions of songs that you remember or appreciate? Hit us up and let us know in the comments or on socials.
Cardi B outside again.
Cardi B is outside. And I like outside Cardi.
I like outside Cardi. We're the fine niggas. I'm trying to find niggas. Let me remind niggas.
She was on that boat going up with the homies and her dude. And seems like she's happy again.
Yeah.
It seems like she not crashing out on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like the song Outside.
I like the song a lot.
I like the beat too.
She just recently was talking about how he rented out a castle for them in Paris.
That even sound crazy. What do you mean she
Castle.
rented out a castle? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? You find a castle on Airbnb?
Look at you dirty macking again.
Oh my God. I'm just in disbelief because I'm not rich.
Yeah.
That's not dirty macking. I'm surprised.
Yeah. You just threw your phone.
I slid it.
That motherfucker dropped.
Okay.
But yeah, they staying in the castle. And she sounds very, very excited about staying in the castle. I want to live in the castle too. She better than me. I would have dressed up like Jasmine. Cast that fawn looking like Aladdin. We would have rolled on the rug. Little photo shoot. That's hard.
Yeah, Cardi is. I like the fact that Cardi is just her. And she don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I'm going to be me. I'm imperfect. I'm not the best this. But I'm me.
Yeah.
And I love that she stands on that.
But then imagine, like, you drop your hit, boom, bye, outside. You know, I'm going up. You know, like you said, I'm on the boat, shaking ass. Woo, woo, I got my new nigga. We in castles, alligators outside on the lawn. And then here come your ex. Drop a banger with JID.
That shit hard.
Bodies.
That shit far.
That motherfucker, because it's like, I'm Team Cardi, but I got to give credit where credit due. That nigga did that. Slid.
Set is one of them people who I think people don't think he could rap for real. Just because he spent so long, obviously, doing the group thing, Migos, but also his solo songs. Well, I remember when they all put out their own solo project like around before, I think it was before Culture 3 came out. They all had dropped their own solo project, and that wasn't that good. And so people always look at Offset, look at all of them like they can't really rap for real.
He hasn't been rapping good as a husband
You like him better as a single man.
today.
So you like outside Offset.
He like how you say everybody's surprised, acting like he can't. That nigga have not been rapping like this.
He got a point to prove.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He now he's single.
So
Ish.
Yeah,
Because he did just do a soft launch, but
he rapping like a motherfucker.
right.
And the fact that JID, because JID is one of them people who people look at like as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So them doing the song on some
Them
back
niggas
and forth.
neck and neck on that.
Yeah.
They doing good.
I'm anxious to see. I'm excited to see what Offset got in the tuck, because I know if this is what he put out, I know it's some more stuff to follow this in that same world.
Wale cooking too.
Wale is cooking.
Wale dropped 2 singles.
I like this one better than Blanco, obviously.
I forgot about Blanco.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we still playing Blanco on the radio.
What's the one with the SWV sample?
Where to start?
And then he just dropped another one a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was like I thought that was a tease. I didn't look at it like a real record, but I could be mistaken.
He did like kind of tease the caption though.
He did, huh?
So we know. We know something is coming.
Facts.
But I want to say when everybody was on the timeline talking about Forever, he said I have 3 Forever inspired songs, and I slid up on that nigga. I slid in the DMs.
You DM'd him?
Yeah, I said drop it. Drop it.
What do you say?
Some Wale shit. But
What do you say? Like Blanco Respado?
no, he said some Wale shit, but the moral of the story is we got one of the songs.
Touche.
The SWV one.
Okay.
And he is very I like the way Wale talks about relationships, and I like the way he talks about women, and I am very, very thankful for whoever his muses are.
Muses.
Yeah.
You gonna double down on that word?
The muses?
Muses, I don't think, is that a word? Muses?
How do you make it plural?
Muse?
Sis.
I don't know.
See, you can't work up that line of questioning with me if you don't know the answer.
Okay, let's treat it like it's a word. Muses.
That's what I've been doing.
I'm just asking a question.
I appreciate whoever his muses are.
I like Where to Start better than I like the other songs, for sure.
I love Where to Start.
It definitely gives me 90s R&B vibe. It's typical Wale.
Yeah.
Like
he said, I don't know what to call it, but I'm never calling you a friend. Cause it be like that.
It do be like that.
It be like that.
It sounds situationship-ish.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the world, or not the world, but that's the like era or age we're in right now. Like nobody's really in anything committed.
Yeah, let's do this, no paperwork.
But I'm not fucking you wrong calling you my friend. That's crazy.
So what do you call it then?
Imagine me calling a nigga that I fucked my bro and I call you my bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What type of bitch is you? You feel me? But bitches be out here, brother. Niggas
I know. I done seen that in real time.
Yeah.
That happened to me in 4K.
You done hit some shit. She done broed you up.
What? I'm looking around like, where's her brother? You related to?
But yeah, no, that he's like doing his thing, and then he had another one where he said, "I'm unthrowing this heart that I never thought I ever use again."
I can see why y'all like him. He be doing that. He be saying that fly shit.
It's relatable shit.
It's very relatable. My brain don't work like that. I couldn't say nothing like that.
That you unthawing the heart you never thought you use again.
Yeah, like that's really like out of my wheelhouse.
Have you ever dated again? You was like, dang, I'm really liking this girl. I didn't even think I'd be interested in it. I didn't think I can do this again. I didn't plan on doing this again. Because the last bitch wasted my time. I done been through trial and error. Why am I doing this again?
Yeah. So
I'm going to freeze this motherfucker, then I'm going to unthaw it. And I'm never calling you a friend.
That's fly. So if someone says that, that's like not in a rap song, but you just sitting in the car and you finna go in the house, and then he say some shit like that's like automatic draws.
No, Wale can say that shit. If a nigga say that to me, I need a fade. What the fuck is you talking about? What you mean you never thought you using it again? You didn't think you was gonna like me?
So it's offensive.
You shouldn't have been with that bitch anyway.
Is it offensive?
This is what I'm saying right now. Wale say a bunch of fly shit that I'll never let a nigga say to me.
Why? Okay. So,
if there's a question of my heart.
So why could Wale say the nigga can't, and then you need a fade from another nigga?
Because they don't rap like that.
So that's what I'm
like
saying.
That.
If it's rap, it's different.
He's saying some smooth fly shit. But that don't mean I'm just out here believing every fucking billboard I see.
Okay.
You text and drive?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen you.
Well, I don't drive the car when I'm texting.
Aaron Drake.
The car be driving by itself.
You've texted and you've drove without putting autopilot on.
FSD, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
You ignored them songs. Everybody can't just be out here talking like that. Okay. That's just what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I don't think that, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I don't think Wale is out here talking in bitches' ears saying the shit that he's saying in the music. We just talked to Jagged Edge and asked them, so where was your relationship status at when you were singing Let's Get Married? They were still playing.
Mm-hmm.
If niggas is rapping about guns and cars they don't drive, then I don't think that every guy that's rapping about love on music is actually doing what he's saying in the music.
Okay, that's fair.
Now that Chris Brown,
you believe in him.
That nigga on stage kissing bitches.
So
what's up with some tickets?
What is you want to kiss for tickets, or you want me to get you tickets to kiss? or
either way, I'm kissing. You can send me his number. You can give me tickets to the show, or you can tell him to come up here.
I thought women didn't want niggas that kiss everybody.
And niggas kiss everybody anyway.
So you cool with it?
I'm not cool with it, but just don't remind me of it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Drake said, I know you fucking other niggas. I just hate to hear it. I don't want to hear about it. I know you doing it.
So you just don't want to talk about it?
No.
Okay.
No. It's called self-awareness.
Do you create a world?
Environmental awareness.
Do you create a world in your head where the person's not doing it? Or do you you don't think about it?
Let me tell you what type of female I am. When a nigga pull money out and start counting in front of me, I'll do this. I'm just kidding. I turn my head. I don't mind a nigga business.
I feel you.
I just don't mind a nigga business. I mind my business.
Mind your business.
Yeah, especially when I know we both single.
Okay. So Chris Brown, is it now? We're gonna do live shows at some point, and people are gonna want to do meet and greets. Mm-hmm. How do we make our meet and greets? Look at Nate's face.
Yeah, we waiting.
How do you make your meet and greet special? How Chris Brown has made his events special?
We don't. We don't. That ain't our thing. That's his thing. He do them meet and greets.
Yeah.
He kiss bitches on stage. Usher got the cherries. We just posing.
I would definitely rather go the Usher route than the Chris Brown route at the shows.
Pause.
Pause,
nigga. You gotta watch your fucking mouth up here.
I'm just saying, I would rather give women cherries than kiss the women.
Hey, I can't even picture you giving a bitch a hug.
I would hug
talking
them.
about a cherry?
I would hug a girl.
You give stupid hugs.
I do?
I know you just do that.
No, I give them a hug.
What you do, though?
But I ball my fists up.
And I want to feel knuckles in my back.
I do that.
You hug bitches and you ball your fist. You look stupid right now.
I ball my fists up so that way they can't say I grabbed them.
Do you be like, what's up? Like
kiss? I don't kiss. Like hug, like random people?
When you hug, no, the bitches. When you hug a girl with your fist balled up, right? You hug, do you like thrust your, like?
No.
You don't do that a little bit?
That's still tooting. I don't toot.
This actually dirking.
What's dirking? What's
dick
that?
Twerking.
Okay. Pause. I don't.
Okay. All right. So you don't like pull her closer, like a little bit,
No.
like to feel
No.
to feel up on you a little bit.
No.
So what make you think that a bitch gonna want cherries from you if you doing this dumb shit already?
What's dumb shit though?
You're not. There's a girl watching right now that's like very into you because she be in the comments. So she looking right now, and you're discouraging her or turning her off
I talk
from
myself
wanting
out of
to get a cherry.
I talk myself out of women all the time. I'm pretty sure on a regular basis.
Okay.
That's not new or
So,
foreign to me.
What do you want to do for the meet and greet?
For our meet and greet,
Yeah.
take pictures. Take pictures, fuck with people.
No. You got to turn it up a notch.
Okay, so how do you plan on doing it?
That's what I just asked you.
I asked you first.
And I answered.
And I said take pictures. That's how we're going to turn it up. You might, okay.
Why you going to get my same answer? You just took my homework and stapled it to yours.
I wouldn't do that. I would just read my name on the top. That was stupid, what you just said. That's how you get fucking caught. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. I think to turn up the meet and greet, we would probably I think at our meet and greet we're gonna have hella artists. So you might have.
I don't want to talk to none of y'all.
You might have to listen to music.
No.
Off their phone.
No.
Gina, look, can I rap?
No.
You make me rap, and they.
No.
That's how we do.
And you know what I'm gonna say?
What?
He's a DJ. He can get your shit in the club, on the radio. You should go talk to my boy.
I think that's how we turn it up. Is we have you critique and listen to music.
No, you should do that. What I told you 52 weeks ago is that we should go pick people up and take them to work.
I'm down to do that.
That's a nice meet and greet.
That's a cool meet. That's not a meet and greet. That's a job. There's a whole infrastructure based around that. Gig workers.
Are you meeting them?
No, I'm just saying that's a job for us.
It's just two people.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. But you got to be in the LA area, like close to Hollywood, LA area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They got to be in LA. They have to live a certain miles from their job.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna be fucking driving because she ain't gonna drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not a driver. I like to be chauffeured.
Passenger princess shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm.
So, I was looking at something online, and I was going through the eras of reality television. I was looking at social media. I was looking at blogs. We kind of went from, which you probably before your time, but Kanye talked about it, Black Planet. Then from there, we went to like MySpace. Then from MySpace to Facebook. And then after that, we got social media.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think stupidity became a thing? Like, when do you think people became morons? Like, what era made people, like, when was the switch that made stupidity it made people that are less bright have a bigger platform than other people?
Well, it will have to be with the innovation of social media because now it's a spotlight on the people and everybody has a voice because they have a platform to speak on. But my question to you is, when did it not exist?
No, it always existed, but now it's more of a platform. Like, I think people who just say stupid shit have more of a platform than ever before, right? And now it's kind of drowning out the sane people who actually have valid points.
It depends on your algorithm.
It does depend on your algorithm.
Because I don't see stupid stuff on my timeline.
Well, I don't think it's a timeline thing because I think we were having a conversation about reality television, and they were saying that that's when it happened, is when we start making stupid people. I mean, we start making regular people or stupid people famous, and they get to just do bullshit on TV and be famous for it.
That's why I said, when did it not exist?
Before the marker that we were talking about was before reality television. I said it was more social media because now you see it more than reality TV. Before streaming, we had to make an appointment. We had to go sit down and watch reality TV.
But before reality TV, we had Maury, we had Jerry Springer.
Touche.
We had Court TV. And before that, we just had Crash Outs.
Yeah.
People being stupid. When did it not exist?
Right.
Like, it's just a bigger spotlight on it to me.
Why do you think that is?
Because the innovation of social media.
Social media.
Yeah. We all on our phones. We all depend on our phones. You was just arguing with AI.
All right. All right.
Ask Grok, say, were we arguing?
You think it'll respond?
Yeah.
Grok you know what I know is about Grok? Grok hella slow. Like you say something, and Grok will hit you back like 2-3 hours later. Like, hey, my nigga, like you an AI champ. You live here.
You really got smoke for AI.
I'm not gonna hit this nigga.
This nigga really tripping on
I'm
AI.
not tripping on AI. I fuck with AI. I work with AI company. But yeah.
So French Montana did an interview with Ra Ali, and when he was asked about Rick Ross and Drake, he removed the headphones, handed them over to Rock, and he said, "You know what? I'll be right back."
Did the Rick Ross?
I double parked.
Did the Rick Ross?
He did the Rick Ross. Looked like a rollout.
It looked like a rollout.
That was the worst acting. Like that was the worst acting, and what's even worse about it, the first time I saw her show was this.
Yeah.
I never even seen the show before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is this real? Is this a trailer for a Tubi movie? Like what is this? All just look fake.
So I just pulled up French Montana's IMDb, and this interview was not on there.
He got movies, all right.
Yeah, he was in Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
He was in.
He was in Bad Boys, right?
Was
he in Bad Boys 3?
Let me see.
No,
it doesn't say that here.
Who was in Bad Boys 3? Oh, DJ Khaled.
Yeah, Khaled was in Bad Boys 3. Yeah, French Montana. He was in Deadpool 2. He was in Spring Breakers, and he was in Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage, and Marry Me. Actually, no, he wasn't in none of these. He was on the soundtracks for them. These are soundtrack credits. Yeah, he not an actor. He not an actor. But it was definitely like it was to me. It was like
he put up all the movies and said he not an actor. That's crazy.
I fuck with Rich, but that was terrible.
That shit was terrible.
It was.
I hate it. It cringed me so much. I'm like, and then I obviously it was clipped, so I didn't see the full thing. But even the way she asked it wasn't convincing.
Yeah, it was like a setup.
Yeah,
it's like
the
all
way
right,
it wasn't.
All right, here comes the keyword.
Yeah, it damn near looked like, you know how, I mean, well, obviously we do interviews, but we'll set up the question before we get to the awkward question.
Yes.
Just so you already comfortable once I get awkward or once I ask something that might be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just so it won't be awkward, we like build it up.
Yeah.
It looked like she just laid that motherfucker right on the table.
Here you go.
She was just like, bye.
Yeah, I didn't care to see it like that. Definitely felt like a rollout. I don't know if what is French promoting, right? I know he got a couple of records out. We're actually playing one of the records, but I don't think he has a project out or nothing like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Maybe it's good he get a do-over. French, come on up here. We won't. It ain't gonna be fake.
Yeah, we would have did it up for him.
Yeah,
we would have roasted the nigga.
Yeah, yeah. We would have like poured on extra gravy on that.
Yeah, we would have told that nigga up. It would have looked real.
You know what? If it was fake though, was it Riley? I think if she just threw an extra scoop of guac on that thing,
yeah,
like bitch ass nigga, like don't ever disrespect. You know, just a little.
She didn't look shocked.
Yeah.
He gave a stupid excuse. He said, "I'm double parked." What are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't believe that.
Because why would you be double parking coming to it? Anyway, speaking of Drake,
Speaking of Drake? That was so crazy. Speaking of Drake?
Think about what we just talked about.
Oh, she asked about French Montana.
I know what I'm doing.
She asked French Montana about
I know I know my transitions.
All right.
You see, I skipped over number 7 so I can transition right from the last topic.
Touché.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing over here.
You do. You cooking.
I'm cooking, King.
You cooking.
So look, I asked Twitter before Drake, Dot, and J. Cole, who was the big 3? And people responded with some interesting
answers. Crazy?
Answers are good.
Oh, good.
They're good ones. But before I read some of the responses, what's yours?
Oh, this is going to be stupid. I'm going to go Jay-Z, Nas, and Snoop.
Jay-Z, Nas, Snoop. Okay.
Well, if I'm being honest, for my preference, I'm going to go Jay-Z, Snoop, and DMX.
So that's your big 3.
That's my big 3.
Who was the official big 3?
It'd probably be Nelly, Eminem, and either Jay-Z or Snoop Dogg.
Okay. So Nelly was mentioned.
Yeah, got to be Nelly. Got to be in there, and Eminem got to be in there.
So shout out to Jonesy ____. A lot of underscores. Anthony J. He actually broke it down by time period.
Okay.
So he started off with 2005 to 2010, and he has Wayne, Kanye, Jay-Z. 2000 to 2005, he has Eminem, Nelly, 50, and he added Jay-Z as well. 95 to 2000, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop, DMX. Obviously, he's doing more than three. 1990 to 95, Ice Cube, Snoop, LL Cool J, Eazy-E. 85 to 90, LL Cool J, Rakim, Kane, and Fresh Prince.
Big Daddy Kane, yeah. So I like that they did eras because I went back. I skipped a generation. Like I skipped Kanye and Wayne and went back to before them.
Yeah.
And I did that because the way I think of the big three, I'm thinking of a decade run.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So before Drake, we hadn't really seen nobody run for Wayne did. He was actually for a decade.
But that's why I think before, I think it probably was a pause on niggas going crazy.
Correct.
At a moment.
Correct.
But before these three,
it had to be Wayne, Ye,
and 50.
And 50. For sure.
It had to.
So I went a generation before them.
Yeah. But people are doing that.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the replies are quoting Jay-Z saying, only what do you say? Only one's moving units is M Pimp Juice and us.
Yep.
So what's another interesting thing is that this is Ice E Code D87 on X. He said it wasn't really no big three. It was more of dynamic duos. So he said Kanye and Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem, Tupac and Biggie, Run DMC, and NWA. And then he said notables 50 Nas, Nicki, Outkast, Dre, Snoop, and Nelly.
Oh, Nicki, yeah.
And then somebody else made a good one.
Nicki got to be in there.
Yeah. She's for sure one of them. But
is she in there? Is she in there with the Wayne and Ye?
Because now it would kind of change the conversation, but because you can go crew, Young Money versus
shit everybody else.
Yeah, you could go crew at that point.
But that would include Drake.
That's crew though.
Yeah, but that would include Drake. I wouldn't count that. If we're going before Drake, Kendrick, and Cole.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Oh, okay. I get what you said. But that's why I said the conversation would change.
It would change.
So now it's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
But if you go crew, who's the top three from each crew? You got Rough Riders. You got Young Money. You got Dipset.
Rockefeller.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
This person is J.R. Smooth. They said, I hate how the big three opportunities skipped over Joel Santana, Fabulous, and Lloyd Banks.
If I'm being honest, Fabulous, I could see Fabulous his problem was probably just output, right? Joel Santana, his problem was probably, I guess, notoriety or big records. Like he didn't have very many big records. And then Lloyd Banks, according to 50's book that I finished, that is fire, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, it was Lloyd Banks' fault that didn't pan out the way that he had hoped. So I would look at it like that. But I also have more context than most people because I, looked into it.
I have another good one from Snow Johnson _ They said in the hood it was Gucci, Boosie, and Jeezy.
Jeezy. Mm-hmm. Well, let me think. Let me look at Jeezy because Jeezy came out in 2005. Mm-hmm. And then up to 2015, that would be 10 years. Because he dropped Trap or Die in 2017, I think. Jeezy's a good one. I forgot about Jeezy.
And then another
I think it's too many to do big threes, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. Because we wasn't really I don't think we was paying attention.
Nah, we wasn't looking at it like that. Yeah, because look, Trap or Die 3 came out in 2016. So that would be like a year after. Yeah, I don't know. Well, these albums didn't perform the same way as his first one, so.
I got another good one for you.
The Recession, TM 103. Yeah, Jeezy would be, if I say Jeezy Prime, it would be 2005 to about 2010-ish. So that's 5 years. So that's a good, that's a generation.
So this one comes from 2B_no feelings, and they also broke it down by era. So he said, that's tough. How far back we going? So the first group of 3 is The Game, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z.
When is that?
He didn't put the time.
Okay.
The second group of 3 is T.I., Luda, and Nelly.
T.I. runs crazy too.
And then the third one is DMX, 50 Cent, Ja Rule. The fourth one is Pac, Snoop, and Biggie. And then the last one is Ice Cube, Rakim, and Big Daddy Kane.
That's a great fucking question, Gina Views. If I had to go and bet my money though, like I had to bet my house, I would definitely go Wayne, Ye, and then
50.
And either 50 or Nicki.
Yeah.
Would be in that.
Or M.
Or M. No, because Eminem was before that.
Who would you put Eminem with?
Jay-Z and Nelly. That's why he said that on the record. In Pimp Juice and Us. That was Blueprint too.
But why would Nelly be with them?
Pimp Juice is Nelly.
I mean, not Nelly. Who did you say?
Eminem, Jay-Z, and Nelly.
Okay, now that you say it though, I get it because they was moving units, but are they necessarily the big 3?
I see what you say.
Was that ever a conversation?
No, we never referred to it like that though.
But also, it never was like, these are 3 niggas that we own right now.
That's running shit.
Yeah.
We did have people that was the people that were running shit. We didn't refer to them as something. So we had Wayne, who was undoubtedly like the heavyweight champion, running everything, on everything. He was the Godfather. And then you had Kanye, who run is undeniable, right? From College Dropout to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, undeniable run. That had to be 8 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you have 50 Cent, who undeniable run as well. Ye came out 2004 or 3. 50 came out around the same time because that's when they did that thing around when Curtis versus Late Registration. I think it was both of them back and forth. So you have to put them right there. So you got to do 50 and you have to do Kanye. The third one would have to be Wayne.
Well, we was talking about Nelly, Eminem, and Jay-Z.
I know, but I'm saying if I had to bet, like if I had to be sure, like these were the big 3 before your initial question, I would bet my money on that.
Okay, I just wouldn't. I would rather, if I'm gonna go with Nelly with anybody, he going with Ludacris.
I agree with you. Because Nelly came out in 2001, I think. Oh no, he came out in 99.
Yeah, underlay, mama, E-I.
Yeah, Country Grammar came out in 99 and something like that. So yeah, he would be before that then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Ye. I'm gonna go Ye, Wayne, and 50.
And 50, yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that
because you know how you just said too that it wasn't nobody before these 3 right now. That was like just like moving for real.
Said Wayne.
No, but that goes back to that because we're talking about a time where 3 people are just killing it.
Yeah.
And just killing everybody.
Everything.
Like people are saying in the comments, the big 3 is such a new type of conversation. You saw the dude, he gave a list, but it was all 4s. People in groups of 2. It just really just, even though it's a new way to describe 3 people moving all together at the same time and killing shit from the same generation. But it also poses the question of when's the last time 3 niggas in rap just been going stupid.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, hit us up. And okay. This person did a good one. And I like this one too.
Okay.
Drew Mixon said they said 3 of the rappers from Swagger Like Us. That's T.I., that's Kanye, that's Lil Wayne. I think Jay-Z even on Swagger Like Us. He is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see when T.I. came out.
That's we don't even talk about that song enough.
We don't. And that was a monumental song.
Yeah.
That song came out and shut everything down.
Nigga. You know what else is crazy?
Bro, T.I. came out in 2001. Now it get tricky. Because now it's finna get tricky. Hold on. Because the first one don't count. Niggas don't count. I'm serious.
But that's why I would like the T.I. Gucci It was T.I., Jeezy, and I forgot who else they put in there.
Niggas got to put some respect on T.I.
Yeah.
So the people don't count the first record, which is I'm Serious. Trap Music came out in 2003.
Is that what's the single?
Shit, 24s and fucking. It was the album.
What was the one with the Jay-Z sample on it?
Bring 'em out.
Bring 'em out.
That was on Urban Legend. That was 2004. That was a year later.
So what's the single on the second album?
Okay. So look, the first album that we actually count is called Trap Music. That was 2003. That had 24s on it. That's when
we start. How 24s go? That's how okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then he had the song called Let's Get Away. Hey, let's get away.
That was later on.
That was on the same album.
Let's Get Away is on that?
Trap Music shut shit down. Because we didn't call
Let's Get Away is on that?
Nigga, we didn't call this shit trap music until this album came out.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he invented trap music, but him, DJ Toomp, like that whole crew, that's where this shit kind of started from. There was no trap category of music.
I thought Let's Get Away was like 2005.
No, fool. It just had staying power. That motherfucker was on 106 and Park.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fool. So look.
How do I remember seeing that on 106 and Park?
Rubber Band Man was the first.
Woo, Rubber Band Man. Oh, yeah.
Trap Music came out in 2003. Then a year later, Urban Legend came out. That's Bring 'Em Out. That's You Don't Know Me. That's ASAP. ASAP. Yeah, fool. Get Loose was on that album. What's the other one? Why You Mad at Me?
Nigga, hold on.
So look.
I'm about to fuck you up right now with this video.
So look, 2003, if you go 10 years from that, that's 2013. And 2013, by then, people say he was done. But the last big shit he had was off of, it was what was a big record that everybody, I say it was off of Paper Trail. And that was, what was the name of that song? Swing Your Rag.
Nigga.
And whatever you like. Whatever you like went number one in the country. And that came out in 2008.
Swagger Like Us has T.I., Kanye, Jay-Z, Drake, and Lil Wayne. When the fuck was they all on stage together?
Oh, I ain't seen that. I ain't never seen that.
When is this?
When do it say? I don't know.
It don't say nothing.
It don't say nothing.
I don't remember seeing them all on stage together. And you know what's another good one? The Deuces remix.
Yeah.
Deuces remix has Kanye, T.I., Drake, Rick Ross, Fabulous, Andre 3000.
I ain't gonna lie. We might have to restructure some of these lists.
Yes. I don't like the way they merge everything together. I don't like the way they do that. It had to go by era.
While I'm looking at T.I.'s catalog, like, I understand why he be mad a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Urban Legend.
Like him and Jeezy got some shit.
Yeah.
This King, yeah, I don't know. We got to revisit this.
You know what's a good one? A good song that just how we saying Swagger Like Us, Deuces, like I was just so many or so much. Now looking back, there are legendary acts on there. Everybody goats now are at GOAT status. Monster. Eminem, Kanye, and Nicki.
Jay-Z. And
Jay-Z?
Rick Ross.
What is Eminem on with her?
Eminem not on there.
Oh, Roman's Revenge.
So Monster is Ye, Ross, Nicki, and Jay.
Yeah.
And Nicki spazzed.
That's a good one. Pull up and color and eat.
Ross didn't have a full verse, so I don't count that. Even though you should, I don't count it. But Nicki ate them niggas up on that record.
And I'm all up in the bank with a funny face. And if I'm fake,
Nicki was smashing shit. Hold on, let me go to Nicki shit real quick, then we can move on.
Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm your Ricky? Oh, Nicki was talking crazy.
Nicki was spazzing. Hold on.
100K for a verse, no album out. And my money so tall, I gotta climb it.
So Pink Friday.
I don't really give a F. You see, forget Barbie. Fuck Nicki, she's fake. Oh, she was hard.
Pink Friday came out in 2010.
Damn. 15 years ago?
Pink Friday came out in 2010. And then she had the Roman Reloaded, 2012. And then the Pink Print came in 2014.
Not like that, but fuck them albums because she was cooking on them
features.
them videos.
Yeah, Ludacris.
Remember, it was like a movie type of thing that came out with her rapping and shit on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think Nicki, you would have to move Nicki up a little bit because she came out in 2010.
But where you putting her at?
You would have. I don't know. I'll have to move. She got to move down. She can't be in the same shit with Tip and Game and them.
Mm-hmm.
She came out 10 years after them niggas.
Damn, Game.
Game came out 2005.
Where you putting Game though?
I don't know because nigga, it's murky now. Nigga, like the waters is muddy. Like you know what I'm saying. You have to put Game in the conversation.
You have to put Game in conversation.
You have to. Documentary is a classic album.
Yeah.
Who else dropped classic albums between 2000? Well, a lot of classic albums. We just talked about.
Yeah, they turned 20 this year. And Documentary is one of them. Carter 2, Beanie Sigel, Common. All those came out same year as Documentary.
I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't know.
It's fucking me up. And you know what I hate? And I don't know if it's that maybe I am becoming a OB. Mm-hmm. Because in my mind, I'm thinking I don't want to be the person who's looking at the newer generations like, oh, y'all don't have no goats, the music is trash. Mm-hmm. But I don't see these conversations happening for these same people in the next 20, 30 years.
No.
We talking about shit from 99.
Facts.
I wasn't even old enough to even know down, baby, what I was saying it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this one of the ones that fuck me up every time.
How many? Hold on, let me do this last one. How many rappers? All right. So, according to AI, Post Malone has a diamond record. Eminem has a diamond record. Drake has a diamond record. Cardi B has a diamond record. Sway Lee has a diamond record. Kanye has a diamond record. Actually, let me give them their real props. Post Malone, 8 diamond records. Eminem, 6 diamond records. Singles. Drake, 5 diamond singles. Cardi B, 3 diamond singles. Sway Lee, 2 diamond singles. Kanye, 2 diamond singles. XXXTentacion, 2 diamond singles. Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, 2 diamond singles. Also, who has 1 diamond record, Travis Scott, Sicko Mode. Nicki Minaj, Super Bass, is a diamond record. Did you know that?
That's not a rap song.
Okay, it's not a rap song. Let's get rid of it. 50 Cent in the Club, Lil Wayne Lollipop. Yeah. And there's a couple more. Wiz Khalifa, See You Again. I don't look at that as a rap record, though.
Is Nicki a hybrid?
Of what?
Between eras?
Yes.
So maybe that's why we can't find nowhere to put her.
Same thing with Game, then. Cause
Game's a hybrid.
Hell yeah, because Dre came out with 2001 and 2001. Mm. Then Eminem, the Marshall Mathers, the Eminem came out with 99. So that was like that whole Dre and Aftermath, Shady Aftermath era.
Because we would technically have to put Nicki and Drake in the same big 3.
You could technically got to put 50 Cent and Game in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got to put Kanye in that same category. Mm-hmm. It's ugly. Like,
damn.
Then you got to, okay, hold on. Let me go back. You know who you got to put together? DMX and Nelly.
I'm not mad at that.
Because they came out
yeah,
similar around the same time. Both like around
I'm
the same time.
I'm not mad at DMX, Nelly, and Luda.
For that? Mm-hmm. Ludacris came out later than them, though. Back for the first time came out in like 2001.
Who's cracking the same time Luda cracking? Well, how far is 2001 from 99?
2 years. This is a wild comment. I ain't never thought about it this deep. Yeah, Ludacris came out 2000.
So?
Okay, so you can go Luda, Nelly, and DMX. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at that.
But I'm still trying to figure out where to place Nicki.
Nicki?
Like, okay, from your memory, because I don't remember. Because you asked me from 2010 to 2020, I'm on YG.
Yes.
Pushes era.
Touche.
Early.
Yes.
Who else is cracking during Nicki's introduction to the game?
So if I'm being honest,
to her highest point,
Nicki she didn't come out with her own album like that. She came out and being sold to us through features and being with Wayne and them. And she did like whatever she said, some for the verse, no album out. She was dead ass. Like she didn't have an album. Pink Friday came out 2010. Nicki was cracking for 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't need the album though. I had LimeWire.
I'm just saying, Nicki
she was doing the whole Wayne thing. She was rapping on other beats.
Facts. She didn't have her own shit. She was booming for years before we even got Pink Friday. So I don't know how to even.
No, but we didn't get an album, but we had full songs from her. She was just rapping on other beats. We had Pussy Monster. She did Pussy Monster. We were talking about Banned from TV. She did Single Ladies.
So you're saying
we still knew she got busy and she could make music. She even had the song over Feel It in the Air when she was talking about losing a baby. Her mom died. I'm sorry, not her mom. Somebody got burnt up in the house. It was.
So you're saying what? Who
we
else?
Still got full bodies of work from her. Who else is just moving like that between 2010, 2020?
It wouldn't be 2010. She was cracking before 2010. So it would start like 2 years before that. So I would say about 2008 to.
So then she down there with 50 and Kanye and them.
Nah, they was 2003-ish. We keep using the 5 as the half point.
Who's 2008?
That would be 2005 through 2010.
No, where you just placed Nicki at starting. You placed her at 2008?
Yeah.
So who 2008 is coming out and they if we count it from the year they started?
Drake.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I don't know.
You move Drake.
So you move Drake.
From today. So now it fuck up this big 3. That's what I'm saying. This what I've been telling you.
Yeah. You know what?
Fuck it up.
Normally your high thoughts be all over. This is like I ain't never went this far down into the wormhole of it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I really am finna go try to figure this out.
You put Drake and Nicki together, then that takes Drake out of this one.
Yeah.
So now, who's right there?
But actually, you know what? Drake wouldn't be in the big 3 at that point. You just said who else is cracking. Nicki,
big 3.
So big 3, Nicki wouldn't be in that conversation until after her album came out. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I'm not saying that. I don't think it should start when the album came out. I think it should just count their whole run.
But she wasn't in the conversation for that big 3 until after Pink Friday, because then her sales and everything reflected.
No. Nobody's in these conversations. I'm saying who going crazy all at the same time that we can count as a big 3. Because her album is still considered, but you can't say, well, she didn't have an album out, so we're not gonna count the shit that happened before the album.
Yeah.
All the shit that happened before the album still should be considered because she was going so damn stupid. Nicki was the only female. She was the only person that people was talking about, and she was the only person. Well, not only person, but it was songs that was coming out that Nicki was out rapping everybody.
Yeah. So, I'm just pulling it up right now. Wiz. Wiz, I think Wale came out.
Now, I've been saying Wale need to be talked about with Dot and Cole.
And Big Sean.
So
then I would go Nicki, Big Sean, probably Wale. No, Nicki, Big Sean, Wiz, because Black and Yellow was, that whole shit was huge. And Cushion OJ was already a cult classic. Mm-hmm. So I would have to go Wiz before I would go Wale, if I'm being fair.
When did My Last come out?
2010. Ish. Because he had that, his album was Almost Famous. I remember when they was playing the shit out that on the radio, him and Chris Brown. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was 2010?
Ish.
Yeah. Okay. So Wiz, Nicki, Big Sean.
I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know who.
That's why I'm saying we could talk about this all day.
Yeah, because I mean, there's other people who here, like B.O.B., but I wouldn't put him in there. Kid Cudi, I wouldn't put him in there. And so, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got.
Well,
this has been we're in bigger picture conversation. Like, you broke that shit down like Jeremy Hecht.
I'm telling you, I be high, bro. In my head, it be fucking me up.
Because you be sitting there thinking about this shit like,
yeah.
Who came out in 2008 with Nicki?
Because it's like I am aware of all the music and I know all the music, but I don't know what outside felt like.
Yeah, see,
during that time. Right now, I'm actually experiencing Drake, J. Cole, and Dot's run.
Yeah, you being outside around.
I damn near grew up with them. not with them literally, but like I grew up to see the beginning. No different how we talk about YG,
Yeah.
RJ. Like I was able to feel their impact.
Correct.
Versus just hearing the music because my parents are playing it or older siblings, you know?
I agree with you.
So that's why it's like, I just want to know, like, what was the conversations? What was going, like, I remember Kanye and 50 doing the whole thing on 106 in Park about I think it was, the conversation was, if you sell more than me, then I'll retire. Like, it was something like that. Like, I remember that. I remember them niggas coming out on stage and stuff, you know?
Me too.
But it's like, early 2000s, I don't know what outside felt like.
So I don't know what early, because I was outside for early, but for mid, it was cracking. It was cracking. Because my Ghetto Report Card came out 2006. And the hyphy movement just swept until we got the Jerk. And we got Jerk movement, then we went to Ratchet, and then California was up since 2003. We got Game in 2003, and we didn't stop until like after Mustard kind of cooled down, like late 2000 teens.
Yeah.
So it was up out here. That's what outside felt like.
I might be dragging it now, but it's like, because you gotta count Sugar Free and DJ Quick.
Yeah, but that was 90s.
But where they at?
Oh, I ain't finna do that. Because then you gotta go Dog Pound. You gotta, like, I ain't finna do all this shit. I don't know. Like, I wasn't outside for that.
It had to be a time though where it's like, all right, this pack right here, they going up, and ain't nobody else doing nothing. Then it's like it might get quiet, and then all right, this pack right here, they going up, but ain't nobody. You get what I'm saying? Or it's this whole group of niggas. Like when MMG hit the scene.
Yeah.
It's like they doing it right here, then they doing it right. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I do. Okay, this is what I will say, and we can move on. I remember certain milestones. I remember at one point nobody was bigger than DMX. I remember at one point nobody was bigger than Nelly. I remember at one point nobody was bigger than Eminem. I remember at one point nobody was bigger than Nicki Minaj. I remember at one point nobody was bigger than Ye. Same thing for 50. Same thing for Game.
Yeah.
Other than that, like where all the shit go and all that, but and T.I. And Luda too. But that was like the 2000s.
Yeah.
As far as rap. That's my perspective. Gucci came later. Gucci was after 2010. Like, ish.
Maybe a lot
Not 2010, 25. After 2005, that's when people was like, oh, I'm fucking with Guwap.
Yeah. Maybe a lot of them
and Jeezy too. Sorry.
They probably, a lot of them probably roll over into other people's prime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you said, you remember this person was running it, and it's like, okay, I don't know the timeline, so I'm not speaking in exact right now. But let's say if Nelly hot, and then boom, T.I. hot. Nelly still kind of hot while T.I. hot. Then boom, Nelly cold, and now T.I. hot. Boom, T.I. getting it cracking. Then all right, now I don't know, Ja Rule hot. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody probably rolled over into each other, and it was probably so much good music coming out that you didn't. Because that was a luxury. We talking about 3 niggas right now. That was a luxury that a lot of people, we just said how all them albums came out in 2005.
Like, we can't even pick a big 3 in 2005.
Because it's a big 30. Because the music was so good. Yeah, but we'll talk about this all day. But yeah, let us know. Hit us up in the comments and tell us who you think was the big 3 before the current big 3, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole.
Yeah, I don't even want to get to this last one, but...
we are done.
Yeah, so
I'm ready to go.
Make sure you hit us up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. We appreciate you. Also, Genie Views has a card game.
Yes. HopeFashions.com. Also, the samples are ready for the shirts. I was supposed to bring them today, and I was going to go get the samples before work, but then I got hired. So I fucking forgot to go get the samples.
So next week we should have hand me that Nay. Next week we should have everything ready to go.
Our merch.
For our merch. So if you want to support the show, we're gonna have t-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. It should be up. Hopefully by the time you see this, if not next week, go to culturemerch.shop and tap in and get that effective immediately ish. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our dude Licks.
It is. Shout out to the merch guy. It is our 1-year anniversary.
Yes, today, actually.
Yeah, we were supposed to tell y'all earlier. Hopefully you stayed this long. If you did stay this long, thank you. If you've been here since day one, thank you. If you're a new viewer, thank you. We couldn't do this without you.
52 episodes.
52 episodes.
Crazy.
And I ain't even tired of you.
Okay. Are you supposed to be?
Yeah, people get tired of each other.
Yeah, but ain't nobody worried about you.
And I'm not fucking worried about you.
Okay. Thank you for being here, Gina. We appreciate your contributions to the show.
Shout out to PB.
Shout out to Visuals by PB.
He got me and Nate some flowers.
Yes, it's our producer, Nate. She don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
But thank you, Nate, for taking this ride with us. Shout out to Avery. Thank you, Avery. We
These
appreciate
her flowers.
you for everything that you do and staying late after hours. It was daylight when we got here. And we appreciate you, bro. Thank you. He doesn't go no. Avery is the guy that people always comment about laughing behind Gina. That's Avery. Duck real quick. That's Avery right there. You know what I'm saying? Also, our whole team here, we appreciate everybody at SiriusXM. And we appreciate you, more importantly. Make sure you share and comment and all that good stuff. We'll see you next week.
Happy anniversary, my nigga.
Yeah, happy anniversary.